couple rings. Look now, my life ain't the same. Catch me in your local magazine. It's a ghost, it's the talk of fame. I sit back and let him talk a little bit. I sit back and let him talk a little bit. It's the talk of fame.
So the name, SaintLovely. I'm from the Virgin Islands. United States. So I put SaintLovely. So because I'm lovely.
Yes.
Secondly, how I came about making the soaps is my son was born with eczema. And I've been doing some research and reading about what I can do to help his skin. And one of the things was I can make my own soap from my breast milk. So what I did,
What was it again?
soap for him from my breast milk. I pumped and I froze. I saved some milk. Because breast milk, as we know, has a lot of healing property.
It does.
Children, yes. So I went ahead and I did that. And now people do still make soaps with, it doesn't have to be breast milk, but they have like goat's milk, cow's milk. It's just a creamier texture. So that's how I researched and I started with myself. And when I let people know that I did that, it was like this huge response. Everybody kind of wanted me to make some for them. So what I did was, because it's a biological substance I was dealing with, I made sure that the things that I had was able to be sterilized or disposable. So I have had several orders of that. And then I went into decorative soaps, which we see right here with these cupcakes and stuff. But I'll also stick with my more products made with just natural cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter. You know, those soaps for people that have sensitive skin, I don't add any fragrance. I don't add any color. But there's some that I do. Like if I would do some food coloring. If I want brown, I would put 100% cocoa unsweetened. There's just different things that you could do. Some soap suppliers use mica, which is the same ingredient that you use for makeup. Eyeshadow. They color soaps with that. So it depends. I actually cater to what my customers want and need. So if you really, whatever you want, I basically do custom ordering right now. That's what I'm doing. So I've been doing really good with that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I love doing it because I'm crafty. I've actually used to make my own detergent years ago. Yeah, that's do it. Yeah. Well, see, I love science and in the medical field and chemistry. I love it. So there's a lot of things that you could do if you just research that you can do that can save you money. And there's a lot of things that's on the market that are not good for you. Now we have to understand that our skin is the largest organ that we have. Yes, it is. And our number one line of defense against the outside. So everything that we put on our skin eventually gets into our bloodstream. So we have to watch that.
So what do you use on your son?
Actually, I use all of my soaps on my son.
Okay, even
and
the ones with a little fragrance?
Break out. Yes, because I choose the fragrance just for soap making. And I use it to where I use more oils to make my soaps more gentle. So, because
but I'm saying when you make pretty soap like this, you don't even want to use it. You want to keep it cute in the bathroom on your counter.
I mean, I thought you can eat it.
Lord Jesus.
State one thing.
Would you want to use this?
Human beings, we are the only animals that drink another animal. If you looking like me when I watch all my animal documentaries, like each animal drink from their own mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm very pro making soaps, and I was even thinking about when I start having children, I just want my children to drink my own milk. Period. Yes. Because like you said, it has antibodies. Yes. Instead of drinking the cow's milk, and if you watch a video, you would want to drink cow's milk. Yes, I know.
I use castor oil. Makes a really good lather. So certain things that you use. People use banana.
So you use like natural products like Like you just said, bananas.
Yes,
You use
base
like
oils is
What is it?
I don't use a whole lot of fruit because it can go bad really quick.
Okay.
But I'm into my oils and my butters. I use olive oil, coconut oil, shea butter, cocoa butter. My cocoa butter soaps are the most popular. I can never keep them.
Did you bring one?
No, because I sold out.
'Cause I'm a
Christmas,
cocoa butter
I sold
black
out
soap
on everything.
sister.
I had some soap that was just activated charcoal. Because activated charcoal
I got some of
those I couldn't keep. As soon as I made those are gone. I do have more charcoal. I've ordered some more stuff, so I have more supplies. What's going to be popular right now, everybody is getting into this new trend where you use homemade natural soaps to wash your hair. The soaps and shampoos that's sold in the stores, because they want to have a long shelf life, they add detergents into the soaps and preserve it to make it last longer.
Stretch it.
Free.
Yes.
So
Less is more when it comes to supporting people in your neighborhood that make their own soap, because they're getting things like from the supermarket, farmers markets, and you're helping your community that way. Small businesses. So yeah.
Okay, so can you give the people your handles, your Instagram and Facebook, the way to follow you and get these soaps?
Right now on Instagram, I'm just plain old SaintLovely, all lowercase letters. I do have a Facebook page, SaintLovely Soaps. And my Facebook name, if you want to friend me, I'm public, is Stephanie Mackay. And Mackay is my son's name. And it's Stephanie, STEPHANIE. And my son's name is spelled MICHAI.
Mackay.
Yes. And you can inbox me anytime and I will get to you as soon as I can.
Now, have you ever thought about teaching? I just wanted to ask that real quick.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
I like it.
I don't know about teaching these kids these days, that boys.
I told her about our little
that's
my
my
thing.
Stay tuned now. We got some things.
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old. He's going to be my practice. So yeah, I'm just now learning how to yell. Because I have a 2-year-old, I know. But I really wanted to see. There's 2 types of soaps, or 3 actually. You have hot process, cold process, and what's called melt and pour. So the hot process and cold process, mostly for adults. And then the melt pour is just, you just warm it up in the microwave. It's ready made, and you just pour it into a mold and pop it out a few minutes, and it's done.
Does it have, do your soap
Do a class.
I tend to pull my soaps off the market after 6 months because of the oils, and I do not use preservatives in my soaps. The only soap that I would keep are my Castile soaps because it's pure olive oil, and the longer you keep your Castile soap, your bar Castile soap, the better it comes. Yeah.
Well, we will be getting in touch with Miss SaintLovely.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Yes.
So thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you
And,
for having
and
me.
chatting and putting us on to these soaps and things.
Thank you for bringing us some soap. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, enjoy. Yeah, let me know how you like them. I always enjoy the feedback.
Can we have one?
Yes.
If they falling, you may say,
Now I'm trying to I got one hand, honey, one hand.
okay, so up next we have Miss King. The importance of protecting your crown. How you doing, man?
Ma'am, how are you doing?
I'm good. Give us a little info about you and why you're here with us tonight.
All right, so the reason why I'm here is by the grace of God. My story is, was it a migraine or was it brain surgery? In my situation, it was brain surgery. It took the doctors 8 months to find a cyst in my brain. I went to the doctor, I say over 100 times, telling them something's not right. I feel fluid on my brain when I'm leaning a certain direction. It feels like my brain is getting ready to burst. For me, I feel like it's because I was a young black girl and they said, you know what, maybe something's wrong with you. You probably want some medication. We're not giving you a CAT scan. 8 months later, I found that I had a cyst that was 4.5 centimeters and 80% mass.
Can you explain what size would you compare that to for people
this cupcake.
Yeah.
Okay, what now?
Like a
The
golf ball.
cupcake.
Yeah, that's like
a golf ball.
This
This
is
is
the
the
size
size
of
of
a
a
like almost 2 golf balls. Okay. Okay, I ain't been in Okay.
So, I had to receive surgery on my brain, neck, and stomach. I had a brain cyst and I had hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is fluid on the brain. They also had to insert a drainage tube inside of my body to control the fluid on my brain, and I have to live with that permanently. Fast forward to 2016, that was 2014. The tube fell on me and I had to go into surgery again. I went to the doctors and told them, look, I still don't feel good. I feel like the first time I needed surgery. They were like, nothing's wrong with you. We don't accept your insurance. And I had Blue Cross Blue Shield. They said, you need to get a referral. So I told the lady, I said, I don't need to get a referral. You guys need to do surgery because I feel like I'm going to die. They hung up in my face and I was talking to them on the phone. I went to the emergency room. I went into surgery that night. The doctor said if you would have went home and went to bed,
You wouldn't have woke up.
I would have been in the coma. So I just go around spreading awareness because mine started from a migraine. And it was so many times I went to the doctor, I cried, I called her and I said, look, I don't want to do this no more. I'm just tired of going to the doctor. I want you to come with me so y'all can see how these people treat me.
So, did you sue them?
I tried to, but the lawyers didn't want to take my case. They didn't feel like fighting.
We called Sir Major. We called Sir
Let
Major.
me tell you how God works. You might not have been able to sue them or get a huge lump sum of money, but baby, you got your life.
2 times.
Amen.
That's 2 times.
Can't no lump sum check, nothing. Good to your life.
And
I'm glad.
These
that
are a
you're
little bit
alive.
graphic, but these are
Yes.
some of the
I am
pictures
glad
after
you're
the
here.
surgery. After the first and the second surgery.
And see, just for you two, you always be complaining about your headaches. And I encourage
Yeah, I
you
know,
and
I
everybody
know.
who's listening to go to the doctor. I don't care what type of insurance you have, go. That's what they're there for. And it's sad that they have to turn us down when we do not have insurance, or they have to charge us an arm and a leg when there are people out there who
Or
don't
like
have
she
insurance.
said, you know, in some cases they be looking at you like you're just trying to get some medication. And-
Right.
and
That's how my best friend died.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have a serious condition.
Yeah.
Like she has a decision coming down the back of her head, the side of her neck, and on her abdomen. For the to release fluid from building up on the back of her brain and come down and release into the abdomen.
What are you doing further your like what are you doing personally? Where are you?
We'll see you guys on.
So what I've done so far is I've spoken at different churches. On Facebook, I put out a post and I said I wanted 1 million likes. I received 250,000 likes. I put out a video of a poem that I wrote to the nurse and the doctor. I received 20,000 likes on that video. I go to different major walks. I know last year we did a women's march and that brought out, I think, 60,000 people to Atlanta. I marched in the walk and they put me in the newspaper. So whenever it's something major going on, I'm always out there with the sign explaining what I'm out there for and doing different radio shows. So thank you guys for having me on this show.
Well, this is a blessing, you know why? Because at the end of the day, I think about awareness and I think of how us women are just so unaware. You know what I'm saying? Like even 2 years ago, I lost my baby, and I was unaware of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm here, I'm a walking and living testimony. It just makes me emotional to see you here.
Girl, don't do it.
Right.
Right.
But everybody being here.
Right. Come on, man.
Sign up. Sign up. Sign
She
up.
want to cry.
See, look, I'm the
Want
G of the
everyone
group.
to cry. I'm not trying to cry.
I'm
And
sorry, y'all.
get what? I'm the
I
biggest
just-
crybaby.
I just
You know they say the
something.
hardest ones be the softest.
I mean, I'm sorry.
That's me all day long. I am a
But
crybaby.
when I feel it, I feel it, God darn it. And I'm here I'm just so blessed to see her here. And thank you for coming on the show. It was an honor.
Me too, because I'm a Facebook friend, so I followed that whole.
Yes, thank all the queens for coming on the show.
problem.
I'm first time, guys. Here, I'm a little emotional.
Don't be stop. But I feel you because I was there by her in the hospital, by the damn hospital bed. That's what best right friend after are. they stitched her brain.
Your
Your best friends really be your sisters from another mother. I'm telling you. I love my best friend.
That's why we're here, because we have support. support and we support each other.
Yeah.
And we support the movement. So we can help you in any type of way to further your movement, to further whatever you're trying to reach out to. That's what you're here for, your family now.
I be trying to every March with her with the sign. Don't take it that serious.
Okay. 25.
Oh, you
You got time. You ain't. It ain't your time. God got you here. You got a purpose. This is your purpose.
Will it be
It's
will
your
like
purpose.
your children like you have kids?
No, and this wasn't hereditary for me. I was the only one in my family to go through this.
So how did it affect your family? Like,
It was random.
It was something that happened out of the blue.
yeah.
And when it happened, I called my mom, and me and my mom, we play a lot. So when I said, Mom, I'm going to brain surgery, she was like, girl, bye. So I said, no, I'm in the emergency room, get here.
Like,
and if it
seriously.
wasn't for my mother, I tell you, because I was a hard-working person, I would have got out the bed, out the hospital, and went right back into work. My mom made sure I stayed on bed rest the entire 6 months. She made sure all my bills were paid. And she's the reason why I'm still living, part of the reason why.
Are you from
Yes.
Georgia? Are you from Georgia?
I'm from Chicago, but I've been here for a while.
Okay.
What's your sign?
Aquarius. Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry.
I really am glad you came. Like, it makes me think even more because I have been having bad migraines since I was in elementary school, actually. And, you know, because my mom has had them, my grandma's had them, they just kind of like, oh, you know, you just get
It's hereditary.
But no, like, as
And
I've gotten
people
older,
keep going.
Clearly,
Keep going
a
to the
headache is better
hospital.
than just look past.
Exactly.
no.
Because I
It's taking
had
over
4
my life.
babies on my timeline, and they're probably between 2 months to 8 years old, and they had migraines and was going through different things, and they all have passed away in the last 4 months.
Remember we went on the march, the women's right march, and there was a lady out there who had dealing with the same thing that you were dealing with.
Yep. And every time I'm talking to someone, it's just like God sends them in my direction.
And that's what it is. I'm telling you, because every
You got
time
a
I
story.
baby,
You busting out
ever
stories,
since, I always attract
Girl, you got a story. You got a story. You got a story.
And you are doing such a great.
You got
Just
a
tell your
story.
testimony. That's it. That's what we're here for. That's why we are
Yeah.
sisters.
Really
We are
sharing
diamonds.
your
We are
story.
trees. Because we are built to withstand
That's
any
right.
storm.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Exactly.
So for anybody, you know, I guess going through something similar, I feel like they need to go and get some help. Like, what would your first, like, who would you recommend them go to? Like, you know, like, I wouldn't know where to start because I went to Grady, I done went to the hospital, same thing, and they just tried to give me medicine, and I don't like medicine. So I ended up throwing a little paper, balling it up, and looking for another remedy and moving on with my life. So what would you suggest, you know, as far as trying to get some help? I mean,
One, I would say pray first. Because how I found out, I was sitting in church, and I had already told God, I'm not going back to the hospital because everybody keeps writing me off. But it was a message that the preacher was preaching about, and he said there's 3 types of people in the world. Pessimistic, optimistic, and realistic. And I was being all 3 at the same time until I said, you know what, I'm going to go to the doctor one more time. And if you have to go to the doctor 1,000 times, you make sure you go 1,001 times until you find somebody. Because I told them each time, I'm going to die and it's going to be your fault why I die when you see me on the news. And I'm going to hunt you. And so,
Right. It was that one lady that was like, you know what? Let me make this girl walk a straight line right quick. And when she realized that she couldn't walk a simple straight line, it was like, nah, something ain't right, something wrong.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, best friend. 'Cause I see you
Yes,
got the hard
best
bestie.
friend.
Go ahead.
She
Go ahead,
here.
bestie. You know what I'm saying?
y'all know I do tattoos and piercings.
Anyway, yeah, shout out Urban Ink. But anyway, this is my best friend, and I just try to be here by her side because you never know, she could go left at any moment. Now we've been friends since we was 14, 15.
Yeah.
We 25, 26 now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you feel me? I have watched people like shame her on social media, like, bitch, we tired of hearing you talk about yourself. Ugh, get over it. You
Or
know what I'm
because
saying?
they see me look like this, they think I'm lying.
Oh, you was out having drinks last night, or you was out at the bar with your friends.
What am I supposed to live?
Right.
Oh, what happened to bed rest, or you know, just like damn, let the girl live. It's
Right.
alright, you know.
That's
or,
on that side of
or you
bullying.
know, Just
cyberbullying.
blasting her like, oh, you boasting about, you know, your recovery or whatever. You had to learn how to walk over again. You had to learn how to talk over again. And I was really there to see this. You know, my friend getting out the hospital bed, slurring her words and shit. She probably don't remember, but I remember.
Because you was there.
And I was very conscious. Wasn't nothing wrong with me, so I remember that shit. And to see other people just be like, ah, bro, get over it. Like, you was out last night, bitch, your makeup was done. It's like, bro, you don't know the half. Because it was a random, like she said.
Nothing else to do.
You know, I went through surgery with my lashes on. They got the only thing I was worried about doing surgery, because they had to cut half of my hair off. We had a meeting for 30 minutes. How was we going to cut my hair off? Because I said, I don't care about nothing else. My hair is not coming off. And so that's what I had to explain to people. The day I came out of the surgery, I had my other best friend there. I need you to come do my eyebrows, put my lashes back on. Because I'm just not going to look like what I'm going through.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Right.
And those
That's
people
right.
taking all that types of mess, they're victim to their own circumstances.
Right.
They cannot stand to
see
see
somebody
somebody,
happy.
a young woman, beautiful woman, out here trying to spread knowledge.
Knowledge
is
and
poison, baby.
That's how you do it. That's what you're supposed to do.
And honestly, like I tell people, you might see me smiling, but every single day I'm in pain. I can't look up. I can't lay flat back because of the hydrocephalus. I get dizzy to the point where I feel like I'm getting ready to pass out. So when I go to bed at night, I have to lay a certain way. I can feel this tube inside of me, and I just manage to smile and just pray. Because if not, I'll be around here ready to commit suicide.
Right. So I mean, I know this might be TMI, but like, so what about when you trying to give up the loser? See what I'm saying? Like, no, seriously though, but do you get dizzy? Like, if you try to do a certain position? Like, see, that's what the here.
I can't even look up and kiss my fiance the way I want to because of the simple fact I have to kind of tell him, look, put your head down a little bit so I can kiss you because I get dizzy. So it's just certain stuff that I still go through, and that's why I try to spread the awareness.
Well, he can't run back.
He is, and that's one of the people who has also been here and made sure I was okay, made sure I didn't have to go to work. He was going to be there regardless, but
Hello. Sickness and health.
so my goal is to just, spread awareness. If you have a migraine, go to the doctor.
Tell
Don't
everybody
worry
where to
about
follow
it.
you.
You can follow me at Kenya Scott on Facebook. I can't accept any more friend requests, so just send me a message.
And IG, you got IG? Just Facebook. Okay, y'all follow her. She had a real story to tell. Touched all of us. The guy had rock spread in his
I'm sorry,
You're
you know, I'm a G. I'm
I'm
a G, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna that fool you.
On our Instagram and doing live videos or something, because I do want more people to
Know
hear
awareness.
your story and hear about it, because
Send
it
us
is
your
serious.
videos.
I mean, like I said, I have a headache right now, and it's something I just live with. You know what I'm saying?
She's constantly.